I feel bad for Zach, pretty bad, because I felt like he was kind of forcing in the middle or in the beginning of the game because the shot wasn't falling. So that I feel like he kind of pivoted, improved a little bit on the help defense, tried staying in front of whoever he was guarding, trying to get some teammates involved because he noticed it wasn't working for him. So I do kind of give a little bit of credit for him for sticking in there and trying to make something happen. But no, you're absolutely right, though. You can't come out and lay an egg like this. And especially in this moment for him. And this goes, I mean, I'm going to tell you what, dude. Collie was spitting some truth that people didn't like to see today. And I know people, he shouldn't cover the team, blah, blah, blah. Right. Just because you cover a team doesn't mean you're a fan of a team. I'll tell you that right now. If I got to collect a paycheck for covering the Detroit Pistons, I would. Okay, I'm serious. I would. And I hate, and you know I hate Detroit. I hate Detroit. It's a dump. I hate Detroit. I'm just saying, I would.
No, when your job is to cover the team, seeing things through rose-colored glasses doesn't help anybody.
And he had a great tweet tonight about, I mean, there's people bitching about Vooch missing shit. Vooch was the most aggressive guy tonight. Believe me, I hate the 21 points on 21 shots for a center more than anybody. I'm still a little old school in here where I can't get over the fact that bigs, like, do you remember Rafe LaFrentz and how rare a 3-point shooting big was back in the day? Like, that's just the normal now. And 21 shots, 21 points is a bad night. But yeah, people blaming Vooch, but then you kind of go to Collie's tweet, and I know he's probably trolling a little bit, but he's like, listen, where is all of the hate, and I don't want to say hate, but the criticism of the guy who's going into his 10th year in the league who's got a max contract that can't limp his team into the playoffs. This is not the playoffs. This is the play-in. And that is what people are twisted about. 3 years ago, we're all calling for a burn down.
Well, no, I mean, and you got to think during the Jimmy Butler era, there were seasons where we finished 500 and missed the playoffs.
Oh God.
So to use this as like an achievement or an accomplishment when you're going to finish the season under 500 and you're getting a sympathy bid to play one extra game, potentially more, but you're getting a sympathy bid to play one extra game because the other 5 teams in your conference would rather have better lottery odds. Like, that's all it came down to. The Wizards know that they're not a contending team. They'd rather be in the lottery. You've got, Indy, who didn't even plan on being as good as they were this year. They had to eventually try to be bad to not, beat the Bulls out of the last play-in spot. It doesn't feel good, especially when this is the way that you're concluding the season. And that sucks.
How do you go out like that, man? How?
5 games ago, it didn't feel like this.
I know, and then hyped. That's the thing. Listen, we were having fun because we were stringing together some wins. You were not hyped because you knew what we were running into. I knew what we were running into.
I wasn't hyped in the sense that I thought we were a contender, but it was at least watchable basketball that made you excited to turn on the game at night. And that has not been the case. I paid for my first game this year, and last night was atrocious.
I'll tell you what, though. The United Center was f***ing on fire last night.
Yeah,
they were. Dude, it was a Tuesday night.
The fans knew what that game meant. The implications of that game meant something. The fact that it didn't mean more to the team is what's so damn sad.
Both paths to the playoffs now, a win-or-go-home game, likely in Toronto, then a win-or-go-home game in Atlanta, Miami, or Brooklyn. Oh, my God. They're not making the playoff. This is done. It's done. If they make it, I can't believe it. I'm tweaking. Like, seriously. Like, this is... I pride myself the fact that we haven't missed a lot of shows this year.
With his emotional as this season.
Yeah, with how crazy this season has been. But I just have to and I've been super real on the show before about all of it. But I mean, my God, this is a tour. They're not. I mean, I love talking with you. I love everybody come in here. That makes it so much better. Honest to God, it does. It's just, dude, what the is going on? You can't. Sunday, they come back down from 23. They beat Memphis. And it's like, whoa, locked in, focused. Like, oh, no. We're at home. They're not doing this shit to us right now. Trae Young's out Tuesday night. If we win this game, we're locked in. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it. Let's go
well,
chase.
They wanted it more than we did. And then you come out tonight and do it again.
How can that be the phrase that comes from a game where you're playing the team that is or was one game ahead of you for the 8th seed? You had a chance to play one less play-in game. Regardless at this point in the season, you were going to be in the play-in. But you had an opportunity to push for home court advantage in a game, and the ability to have to play one less team on your path to getting to the playoffs. And you just didn't want it. That is what we got out of the game.